This video is sponsored by Moomoo. Use that link down below. Open up your account, fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat, and mind you, each of those stocks could be valued up to $2,000, and you could get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock and a bunch of other stocks depending on how much more money you deposit. But again, with just a $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000. So get on it. Use that link down below. And with that being said, folks, let's dive into it and talk about Tesla stock, which is really starting to reverse after we called out the big spot, which I think was on Friday where we were at. We were at this big spot, key level on Friday. That's where we called it out. And ever since that point, guys, Tesla has been ripping. And granted, the markets in general have been doing pretty well. If I pull up SPY, Triple Q, the Dow, give me a second here, guys, to show you this. We can see SPY's been up the past couple of days, of course, from 433 to 446. I mean, that helps, right? Triple Q's up a good chunk as well, which, of course, is the NASDAQ 100. This is up around, let's see, 5% from 354 to now 374 after the bell, after we got NVIDIA's earnings. That's great, right? And of course, the Dow's up, probably not nearly as much. Actually, no, the Dow's really not much up much at all, right? You guys can see Dow's pretty much consolidating over the past 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days. So we'll see what the next move for the Dow is. And the Russell, kind of the same thing, right? Consolidating. But really, Triple Q and SPY, those have been breaking out. That's been, of course, helping Tesla out here, right? Which you can see on the 5-day. Tesla went from 212, which was on, what, Friday? Yeah, that was on Friday. We went all the way up to 240, or we're at 240 as of the aftermarket on the 23rd, which that's a move, guys, of 13% off the lows from Friday. So Tesla's really starting to reverse on this 5-day, 5-minute. You guys can see we're above the 50 SMAs. We're above, or the 50 SMA. We're above the 180 SMA. We have a golden cross. And with today's move, not the intraday move, because keep in mind, intraday, we did very well. I mean, we uptrended all day, but we did not break above 240. But after the bell, we took out 240. We got all the way to 243, and that led us to break above. Let me show you the 5-day here. With that move in the aftermarket, we broke above the highs from yesterday, right? Yesterday pre-market, Tesla ended up hitting, let me see here, guys, 241.60. So we took those highs out, which is great. And obviously, we took out the highs from the day before that, which was Monday, right? Friday, Thursday, Wednesday from last week. We took out all those highs, which is phenomenal. So Tesla's definitely starting to reverse in the very short term, right, guys? Very, very short term. We're talking on the 5-day, 5-minute. And on the 10-day, if we pull that up, you're also noticing the reversal as well. We have a golden cross above both moving averages, which is great. And we're slowly starting to get back to the mid-200s, which is awesome, considering, again, a couple of days ago, we were just at 210, 215. So Tesla is starting to turn around on the 20-day chart as well. Now we're above the moving averages. We're not quite seeing a golden cross yet on this time frame, but Tesla's definitely starting to turn things around, which I like here. And on the 4-hour chart, guys, we're not fully breaking out quite yet. Keep that in mind. Yes, we are above the 50 SMA, which is awesome, but not quite yet above the 180. In fact, we're still well under that, which is at about $258 per share. So Tesla needs to break that point, which honestly, in the short term, guys, we can see potentially a move up to that moving average. That's totally possible. I mean, if I clear or remove this drawing and show you guys, we could easily fill this gap right here. Could we not? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. This gap right here, could we fill that? In my opinion, yes, we could fill that right here and, maybe see some more upside again if we break out of that 180 SMA, which is at $258 per share. Let me actually set that alert right now. Mark is at or above 258. And we'll see what direction, if it breaks that and starts breaking to the upside, or if we get rejected from that point, right? We'll see what direction we do end up picking. So Tesla at this point, guys, not going to lie, it looks like buyers are coming in. It's pretty obvious. right around 210, 215, which is what we covered last week. You all probably remember that. That was the high from back in February, right? March as well. So the fact that we held that, buyers came in, volumes kicking up a bit. You can see down here, we're getting that spike. That's a very good sign in the short term. Now, are the bulls? Is this legit? Let's see, guys. Let's see. I mean, we'll see what happens at this point at 255. 260. And another thing worth mentioning, which I covered, I believe, last time I talked about Tesla, which I'm not sure the last time I covered it, but we do have a Head and Shoulders in the making, I believe, on the max chart. Yeah, if we zoom in here on Tesla on the max chart, let me clear the drawing set here and erase all that beautiful work that I just did. Just kidding. It's not that beautiful, guys. But we can see we have a Head and Shoulders on the max chart, right? I mentioned this in a previous video, and I'll say it again for those of you guys that missed that video. This is something that is pretty interesting. We have the neckline at about 290 to 300, which funny enough is where we failed at. Recently, $300 right there, boom, we failed, and that's where we failed back in February of 2021. So the neckline right now is no doubt intact here on Tesla stock, which is not the best. It's not the best sign for the bulls, not the end of the world, but not the best sign either. So at this point, guys, I would love to see, especially if I'm a bull here on Tesla, I'd love to see it break above 258, right? Break that moving average on the 4-hour chart. Then from that point, start running back to 300, which you guys probably remember. That was the high from, when was that? The middle of July. Geez, so that was over a month ago. Get back to 295, 300. And then, guys, that point needs to break. You heard that right. That point needs to break as well, 300. Then from that point, then we could really start to get the next leg up on Tesla, which you might be asking yourself, Stas, where could that go? Well, or where could that lead us to? Well, 313, that could be a target in the short term if we break 300, right? 313, we held that, or we got rejected at that point in the end of, when was that? September of 2022. So 313 would be an interesting spot if we do break 300. And on the 3-year chart, you can see really above 313, we have the mid-high 300s, and really at that point, nothing really much else in terms of resistance up to all-time highs. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to hit that like button and to subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching and supporting as always. You guys are awesome. And guys, feel free to follow me on Twitter. That's linked down below, and TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. I'm getting way more active on Twitter these days at StasSurFest or Stas Talk Stocks. So make sure you guys go follow me on there. And don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo. Use that link down below or go to StasSurFest.com/Moomoo. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks right off the bat. And fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And mind you, each of those could be valued up to $2,000. And fund it with at least $5,000 for a limited time, guys. You also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. So get on it. Use that link down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.